Konnichiwa, hola, hey y'all.
Hey, what's up, you guys? So, over the Thanksgiving weekend, we went to go see Queen and Slim. I know you guys probably heard about it. It is a film mostly around these two people on a date. They're going on the first date, and unfortunately, they get put over by a cop. Things happen, and now basically they're on the run. And when I saw when I initially, because I always wanted to see the film based on the trailer because it did look interesting. However, I kind of had a thought, a feeling in the back of my mind, like I know exactly how this is going to pan out. So, for you guys to not know, it's going to be spoilers because I know it recently came out. They go through this journey, they're learning about each other, and, everyone is asking, did they make it?
Yeah.
And the fact is, they did not.
They did not. It's like a flip version of Bonnie and Clyde. But Bonnie and Clyde were like bad anyway. They didn't, they did whatever they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. This is a circumstance where either they stayed and just go to jail and, repent for the consequences of killing a cop, or they go on a run for it.
You know what? I think they were going to be dead either way, in my opinion. Because you remember the initial scene when they get pulled over, and the main character, the guy, I forgot his name. Well, Slim, of course. And the character, the officer is looking through his trunk, and Slim says, like, can you hurry it up?
Yeah.
And that set the police officer off. Even though it's like, you in the middle of nowhere, searching my car, all this stuff on what? Based on what? So when he said that to the officer, he pulled out his gun, and he was basically going to be shooting him right then and there.
Period.
If Queen didn't step out the car and she wasn't trying to interrogate him, he would have been shot.
Yeah.
And if he was shot, he probably would have killed her too. Yeah. And then he would have probably told the police squad, they were aggressive.
They were trying to attack me, so I used self-defense. So they were, planted a gun or something.
Yeah, so I believe either way they were going to be dead anyway. So at least with this, when they were on the run, they were able to, I guess, like learn a little bit each other about themselves.
Learn stuff about each other.
Yeah, and to like experience that they haven't experienced due to like being afraid to, or
afraid to being vulnerable, afraid to like actually letting people in, because the situation is they're on a run. And at this point, they have to trust each other. Mm-hmm. And they only got each other to look out for. So it makes it harder for them to open up. And as the movie progresses and you see slowly they're like layering themselves, like they're opening up to each other due to the fact that their circumstances of them running. It's just that I think the movie itself, it started off very good. Like the first part just started off wonderful. It was a little small background for them to just talk and get to know each other, have a few laughs in and there.
Yeah.
And then it just gets to the climax moment.
Yeah, really, it goes really quickly too. Like it comes from the date to like them getting pulled over like that. And I really liked about that movie because they didn't really like slow pace it. Yeah. They like got right to
the point.
And I feel like with this movie, they show, because of course this is about like what's going on in America today, is a lot of black people are getting put over and being harassed by police officer without any reason
evidence or
any reason to, and they wanted to put this in the movie. However, I do feel like an important part of the movie was when they encountered the little boy. That was like one of the important parts.
Oh yeah.
And he was praising them because he's like, I know you guys on the news, like I like what you guys doing, justice for black people and all that stuff. They're like, we're not
trying to do a movement.
We're just trying to say a lot.
That's it.
And the black boy is like, oh, I'm trying to do a protest and stuff, I'm trying to do all that. And when he goes to the protest, he's like very aggressive, and he even encounters the black officer
and pulls a gun on him.
Yeah, pulls a gun on him, even though the black officer's like, just go home. Like, you're a kid, like, just go home. I understand you're trying to fight for these rights, but it's not worth it. Like, I don't want you to go to jail or anything. The boy pulls out the gun anyway and accidentally shoots him and kills him. And I feel like that was a important message, because I know a lot of people are, going for Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. At the same time, it seems like it's kind of glamorized to younger people. And in that way, it can cause harm because they want to be this proactive person, and they might end up doing the wrong thing because they're doing, for the cause, and it might not be necessary for them to do that. So I feel like overall it shows like a lot of points that's going on in the black community, because I know everyone's everyone's point where I think it was to the point where, you know, the guy who, you know, finds them in the car saying like, I can help you, I know somebody with a plane. That dude, everyone is pissed off at. But
it shows a lesson too, also, that what happens in today's world sometimes. Well, because we grew up in the hood, so stuff like that wasn't literally surprising. It surprised me in the movie that they put it in it.
Yeah.
But it's not surprising that it happens like that.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that when there's money involved, they were already, you know, most wanted, they're dangerous, and you know, there's a reward out for them.
Yeah.
So of course, a black man, like a hood dude, is going to try to claim that. So in a way, he played both of them.
Yeah, and then it's also ironic too, because you see throughout the movie, you see allies helping them through their journey, you know, whether it's trying to hide them from the cops or helping get their car fixed, even though they might not even agree with them. But here it is, this black guy, you think, oh, okay, he's black, we're black, we're on each other's side, we should be cool with him. But then in the end, you end up seeing, as soon as he dropped them off at the airport, he turns around.
And the police.
The whole cavalry is there, ready to like basically get them. And overall, you know, it was an important movie, but I was just kind of irritated throughout the whole points, because I think a lot of people were, because I was doing research, a lot of people were kind of mad at the female character lead. Because they were saying like, oh yeah, well, she should have never got the car, provoking, interrogating the police officer. But I'm like, she's a lawyer. She knows what laws, what they can do and what they cannot do. So she was probably already pissed off to the fact that we got pulled over for what? What was the reason we got pulled over?
Exactly.
And then now you're telling him to step out the car. You're searching him. Now you're trying to search his trunk. Like, it's all this stuff that is unnecessary. And I know when it comes to black people and cops, we have the certain procedures where we're supposed to either fight or flight, which we either give in to the police officer and just do exactly what they say, but it might end up worse for us, or it might end up better, or if we try to interrogate them accidentally,
fight back.
Yeah, but either way, we wouldn't know. It's unpredictable. And I think this movie showed that, because it's like, no matter what you do, it really doesn't matter, you know? So I don't think she should get a lot of flack for what she did, because I'm like, if you were in that situation, you'll be asking
what would you do?
Yeah,
what would you do in that situation? You'll wonder why you get pulled over. Why is this happening now? Especially the fact it was in the middle of nowhere. But I do want to also note too that of what this movie did, it showed a modern black love, which people probably didn't get the hint. If you seen it, you probably didn't get that message yet. But in a situation like that, it was representing that, you know, love can happen in a miraculous place or in a miraculous circumstances. And these two developing and getting to know each other and, you know, having to trust each other, they open up to that, you know, possibility of them getting together and staying together. But unfortunately, you know, it happened. They died. And it was deep, beautiful, and it was something that we really needed to show, especially for the black community and what we go through when it comes to cops.
Yeah.
And how we react, like you were saying, fight or flight. Yeah. So I get what you were saying too. Don't get mad at the girl, because I liked the girl too. She took charge. I mean, somebody had to. Like, you were in a panic situation. You just shot a cop just to defend yourself. And the guy is a simple man, and you got this lawyer like, no, we gotta go, we gotta do this.
Yeah, she was putting plans in motion while he was like, I'm just trying to call my dad. She's like, throw that cell phone out, they can track us, like, get on the gas. Why you tell me there was not gas? You could have went to the gas station. Like, all this other stuff. But overall, it was a good film. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you highly go see it. I highly recommend it. If you don't have the money, try to do it on a discount day. You know, Tuesday, Sundays. Some some theaters like AMC have like discounts. So let us know in the comments, what do you guys think of this movie? Did you guys watch it? If you did you like it? Did you not like it? Tell us some of your stuff about this movie, okay? Catch you guys later.
Peace.
Bye.